Hi guys, and welcome to Los Angeles International Airport. I'm here at the Marriott, staying overnight because I'm catching a very early morning flight on Delta's Delta One product. Now that's their transcon product here from Los Angeles all the way to New York JFK and then on to Stockholm, all on their 767-300ER. Now this is an old aircraft, it's been recently upgraded, but it's not their signature suite product. So I'm interested to see how it stacks up against their A330 Neo and A350. Follow me as I check it out. So Delta uses Terminal 3 at LAX, and it's recently been fully renovated and reopened. And on first impressions, the check-in area is impressive. But hidden on the arrivals level is the new Delta One check-in area, which is an exclusive wing specifically for those traveling on Delta One. Things here are a lot more leisurely, with a small bistro area at check-in, and being offered champagne at 5 AM before I was airside was certainly an experience. Unlike LA's usual long security lines, I was through a dedicated security lane in just minutes, which leads you to an elevator that takes you straight up into Delta's signature airline lounge, the Sky Club. On entering, you can see the airline is a well-suited sister to airline Virgin Atlantic, as there is an air of Virgin's clubhouse here, with sculpted ceilings, organic architecture, and a range of designer furniture, which on first impression makes this one of the most impressive lounges in the US. There's plenty of zone seating here, including a kitchen area, a main lounge, and a media zone too. But the hero of this lounge is the Sky Deck, featuring its own outdoor bar and retractable roof, and these amazing sweeping views of runway 24 left and right. I tucked into some food, both some pastries and some Mexican-inspired eggs, along with a glass of bubbles, as even though it was 6 AM, my body clock was firmly in the afternoon. As my 26-year-old 767 was pulled onto stand, I made my way downstairs to get ready to board, but on my way I did check out the stunning shower rooms and made my way past a series of beautiful artworks that really elevate the lounge above and beyond the competition. While the terminal's main thoroughfares feature the same stunning design as the lounge, things sort of fall flat at the gate area as things return back to reality. Luckily, I didn't have to wait long, and Sky Priority boarding commenced ahead of most of the other passengers. On boarding, you wouldn't know that this was an older aircraft. The interior design was on point, at least for what you can do with a 767. There's a Delta motif on the walls, the new entryway signage, and a nod to mood lighting. But what was apparent was that these seats just weren't competitive anymore. The cabin is arranged in a 1x2x1 configuration, and while they are staggered, let's face it, there's zero privacy, and the seats themselves are pretty narrow. But if you are going to opt for a seat, pick one of the windows, ideally the ones away from the aisle. Now, many US carriers do this thing where they cover your seats in goodies like it's Christmas Day, which makes the whole nesting experience unnecessarily complicated as you wade through bedding, headphones, and amenity kits. A simple fix here would be to put the bedding in the footwell, but I guess they want to make a song and dance about it, or maybe it's to distract you from the fact that your seat isn't as good as the Polaris, JetBlue, Mint, or American Transcon products. But credit is given where credit is due. The bed is at least long, and having a bulkhead seat, my impression was that the footwell was a little wider than the rest of them. I was also impressed to receive welcome drinks, which is a tall order considering boarding for the entire aircraft was performed from the front door, and a sparkling wine was delivered just minutes after boarding, leaving me time to settle in and watch the sunrise. As I got myself into the seat, I saw the controls, which looked, well, a little used. There was a pretty decent noise-cancelling headphone set, some slippers, which was a nice touch, and this amenity kit from someone somewhere, which was a beautiful artisanal approach. It featured limited edition amenities for Breast Cancer Month and Grown Alchemist toiletries. Perhaps the biggest letdown, though, is the in-flight entertainment, which features a tiny, very unresponsive screen and an old hand controller. There is a huge array of entertainment on offer, but it's a little difficult to access, which led me to looking out of the window for most of my entertainment before takeoff. Once we were in the air, it was time to take a look at the menu. Delta allow you to pre-select before you fly from a larger range of options, including pancakes, bacon, and maple syrup, which I went for. I was first given a hot towel and then took a look at the Delta One blankets, which were made from 100% recycled materials. The pillow was huge and the bedding was soft to the touch. The brilliant service began pretty quickly, and my table was laid with a tablecloth and warm nuts, and it was at this point I quickly remembered how large the pores are when you ask for a drink. I'm really glad I opted for the pancakes. They were delicious, and it was an impressive portion too. After the service, things quickly returned to normal, and as we entered into the cruise, I took a quick bathroom stop, which was also stocked with the same Grown Alchemist brand from the amenity kits. Being a fairly short flight, I settled into the entertainment and was provided an array of drinks and snacks the whole way through, ending with a chocolate chip cookie. Although I do feel a single cookie doth not make a second service. The Virgin Mary, however, was epic. Before long, it was time to start our descent, and if anything, the flight felt a little too short to fully switch off and unwind. But as we made our way into JFK, we were greeted with an epic approach that made for a lasting memory. Now sadly, Delta's hard product on the 767 does let it down. It was okay 10 to 20 years ago, but as we've moved on and upstarts like JetBlue can offer a fully flat bed with more space and a door on the same route, Delta needs to rapidly up the ante and retire this fleet in favour for a more progressive and sustainable offering. The service, the soft product, and the food certainly lead the charge when it comes to the in-flight experience, but Delta's LA lounge and check-in process is by far the hero here, outperforming its rivals. Thank you very much again for watching this shorter trip report. Do let us know which airline you think has the best transcontinental service in the comments below, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe and share. Until next time, safe flying.